made me think that if Kermit was in the show, it would be so much better. I just his face is there. No, like just the puppet. I'm sorry. No, it made me think of like puppets. Like, what if you use puppets too? Like, that'd be cool. Like arms. Our arms.
It made me think of how sometimes in our dreams, like we take elements from our real lives and they combine in our dreams in ways that make no sense to us, and then all of a sudden, like maybe in the dream right before we're about to wake up, or just when we do wake up, all of a sudden it makes sense. Like this beast that you've created that makes no sense to you suddenly becomes clear, and yeah, so that kind of coming together dreams.
It reminded me, or I really liked the juxtaposition. At one point, they're like, "You're just an ordinary person," and then like a few seconds later, Chris is like, "You're my hero. You're the greatest." So I really like how there's the two different sides. Because it almost feels like two different dreams or two different scenes, and I like how different they are, and they work together at the same time.
Like the sound.
I like the beat.
Oh, that's terrifying.
There was one moment where you like almost like you went towards her, but then you like went back, and I don't know if it was intentional or not, but it was really creepy. It was like
that wasn't intentional, but yeah.
It was like a sense of like I'm going, but no, the rest of me is gonna pull you back. It was really creepy.
There was another moment like that where they all turned their heads at the exact same time to look at her right after the thing stopped, and I wanted it to be like really sharp and like that.
I love the idea of, I guess because you were calling him son, I assumed that you were the father, but that he then became your hero, which is really beautiful, I think. And when we think about how parents kind of live through their children and the pressure that might create, interesting with that scene.
I really like, and this was in the first one too, but I kind of forgot to mention it. Well, they're kind of all stacked up. Chris is hiding, and then you say, "I'm faceless." And I thought it was kind of cool because you, like, it's two people and one person doesn't have a face and hiding behind the other person. And I thought that was supposed to mean anything or not, but I thought that was kind of cool.
It made me think that like the big beast thing again, because of the swaying and because of like the heads moving together and things like that. Almost like of a snake or a serpent type thing, because it was very, I don't know, it just like kind of your movements were all very snake-like.
Has anyone taken Taboo Theater?
Yeah, I'm taking it now.
Has he shown you the Adam and Eve story yet?
The serpent from the
serpent.
Open theater.
Mm-hmm. That's when you said that. That's the first thing I thought was the serpent, and the tree and the devil were all people. And so and when the serpent came out, they all became the serpent. It was really cool. So.
I thoroughly enjoyed how you became the rest of the football field, and kind of piggybacking on what Courtney said. I wonder if there's a way to incorporate that more into the first part. Where we see the field goal in the stack of beings, but like you said, we don't really know what it's doing there or what it is necessarily. We can't identify it until it comes out into a different portion.
When I wrote it, what I originally thought was that the dream sequence was the quarterback that got hurt, and then the son was somebody else, because the poem that I based it off of didn't have a name, but talked about the quarterback who was Nick. So Nick is the one that was hurt, and then I wrote it to where the coach went to another person and said son. But you figured it out and did your own thing, and it worked. It worked perfectly. So I liked it a lot, especially this time.
I liked your movement across my face. I just couldn't stop laughing.
I know. It was an improv moment. I was like,
so
oh, this would be really cool.
Yeah, I really liked it.
I
Well,
hope
it was
she's
fun
okay
because
with
you didn't pull her head back.
Yeah, I was like, I've done all these things.
I was like, we didn't practice this. Oh well, I hope you're okay with this.
I think if it were practiced, I think you could make it work better. And actually, then you would know. Okay, somebody's hands are going over my face.
Yes,
I thought it added some nice movement to the character, and I thought that character needed more movement, or I wanted to see what would happen if they moved more.
Yeah, And having the arms, I mean, because it would have been really easy for Danielle just to use her arms, but having the arms be disjointed a little bit and moving a little bit more awkwardly, and it added to the, I guess, surreal dream state of it. Yeah, especially when you tucked your hair behind your ear. I was like, that's so helpful.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Scary.
It was after this, and it was just like.
Even evil creatures have problems.
Awesome. Anything else on these?
Oh, it was really good this time.
All right, let's see the other.
Well,